very normal, like a
Oh wait,
grok.
there's a.
Oh, okay, not normal at all.
Okay.
It's still utility plus Barrett's.
Smart Omega are keeping us on edge.
Yeah.
Over the span of 2 games, they teased us with nice one baby coming back. But they only pick one piece of each across each game. I don't know if I'm with it because they're short on reliable crowd control.
Range.
They're short on range.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fundamental needs that a lineup has to be able to fight across different fronts in different parts of the game. It's just, if they snowball out of control, sure.
This is a weird decision coming out from Omega. However, I feel like they're so decisive with it.
Yeah.
Feels like they have trained with this. It's gonna be scary because if you're looking at TLPH, their lineups is so standard. It's easy to execute.
Yeah. Even if we did see it coming from a mile away, there's a reason why. It's because it's reliable.
Yes.
It is logically feasible. Going into game number 2 again, our defending champions, Liquid, are at match point. Can this all-in tentpole style lineup featuring an Angela take Omega and all of us collectively all the way?
Yeah. Thinking of where they're really trying to focus majority of their attention towards, like what are they planning or who are they mostly planning to play around? Because the Angela can potentially activate so much.
I'll say it now. I think everyone is a valid target.
Yeah.
Look, the Clint,
Yep.
sure, he's
That's
a true
fine.
carry. Mingwin in the early to mid can, blast people with an Angela in him. Ryzen and Lewis, like they're all good targets.
Yeah, you can be a lot more aggressive with your positioning. And speaking of positioning, that's going to be first blood over to Smart Omega. Ryzen doesn't go down. Carl doesn't have enough firepower yet.
Wow. I can see the sustain that definitely comes from the Angela. But I'm more impressed about the speed and how they executed that. JP only showed himself out of position for just a tiny bit.
For a second.
Fraction of a second, in fact. And they already identified that was more than enough for them to take out Daddy JP that wasn't able to react with the flicker. So, great job coming up from Mega. Very impressive on how they reacted to that.
Oh yeah, can't confirm. Yeah, no, it was just a fraction of a second because he didn't even get to react with the flicker.
Yeah, so quick. But Carl TZ though, looking for more targets.
Bang!
Gonna be Perksiva. He's after!
Bang!
And if he doesn't get the job done, there's a Star Shatter to finish him off.
Woo! As they say in billiards, that's a strike. They say that, right?
Yes.
Who plays? Okay.
First turtle up.
In my hometown, they do.
Thanks. Binangonan Rizal. Can anyone confirm?
Yes, sir.
Can you please confirm?
2 minutes up. Luis first to the scene, the only member of Smart Omega to quell the 4 members of Liquid here present. Carl TZ holding that pixel brush. The pullback on the 40. 40 holding his ground. And here we go. Liquid looking to secure.
Okay, they Star Shot or Astral Echo already revealing 3. Ryzen is nowhere nearby, and they're not gonna go for the contest. In mid though, Teddy not using the Purify just yet, but he does get to successfully clear the mid wave. Not knowing Ryzen is still there, is gonna survive, but Ryzen has to get away.
Oh no. He's slowed down. Gotta be careful. He's the
they're chasing.
stampede.
They're gonna go for the trees! There's the iframe, but the flicker from JP
Oh!
avoided! Not the Star Shutter though, and the flicker IMU on the Wrath of Dryad from Mingwin. Carl TZ has to run away, but not with Call, still allowing him to fall.
Jonglers are down. Was that trade worth it, Wolf?
It's worth it for Omega for sure. They did have to force the revive onto Carl TZ. That was a 2-for-1. Ryzen was the sacrifice. Carl getting a kill. 2 kills, in fact, allowing him to get a little bit of an advantage over Teddy. And with the endless battle now, he is a threat.
Hold up.
Oh, the Ryzen trade!
Liquid don't know. Sneaky Dean commits Grand Theft
my
Purple.
goodness.
Sneaky Dean all over again. And it's not just the waves that they're really trying to trade out this time. It's just really slowing down Liquid.
The birthday boy's not going to be happy when he finds out. Yeah, Daddy JP says, Carl, they took it.
Carl, it's gone.
Darn you, Dean.
Where is he going now? Are they going to look out for
okay.
Mingwin?
I think that the idea now for Omega is to piggyback off of this lead that they were able to get. It's just 200 as of this moment, and being that 500. But that also means that Call will be activated much faster than Teddy will be.
What a blessing that hand cam is by the Infinix 50 Pro. I love it. We got to see exactly how Sanji aims.
Yep. And he's been holding on to that Star Shutter. Omega are starting to group up though here in mid, and this is in preparation for this upcoming objective. There's a bit of poke thrown out here and there, especially towards Perxiva. But Omega are slowly trying to get in position.
That is Luis again holding out. No successful detonas welcomes yet. Almost 5 minutes in. Turtle down to a fourth.
Oh, it's a flicker from Sanford trying to go in for the set on 3! Carl to get the objective, but what does Omega do this time? They're gonna find the kill onto Carl. Teddy trying to go in for the free hit. Sanford might go down over here. It's a respawn for Carl TZ, but Omega wanna chase. They wanna go for more! And JP looks to be next. It's a triple for Ryzen.
Ridiculous
Wow.
answer out of Omega. Take the turtle, sure, but we'll go for the kills. They're up by 2,000.
There was a time where you love Angeling, you love Lancelot Angela, Batman Angela, but this time Hirara or Hirara
Do we
with
say-
the Angela.
Do we call it Angera?
Angera, I love it. Angerara.
Anjurara
Angerara.
Sound like a Lady Gaga song.
Yeah.
still rolls off the tongue nicely, but
I don't know, rolling in the deep.
Check it out once again, the sequence. Sanford coming in with an almost perfect Wrath of the Dryad, but the real fight was happening inside the pit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Massive props to Lewis. And of course, Ryzen dodging the Wrath of the Dryad. But Lewis having the right intention to go into the turtle, into the turtle pit to take out Carl TZ. And that riled up Thanos #1 so much. Ryzen is playing so well this game.
he legit has the moves. Oh, Teddy going in though. That's a blazing do it. Astral Echo 2 revealing where
the
Cull
heal.
actually is. The taunt will land. So will the Wrath of Dryad. And they find the kill towards the goal later of Smart Omega. Mingwin though coming in from the side. Ryzen 2 together with the Angela. Here comes the Anjurara. They find another mega kill, and that's going to be Sanford falling down. He might just get more. Liquid have to get away.
Oh. Liquid stood their ground, pushed a little forward,
not done.
but Ryzen's not done!
Don't
He
tell me he
wants
gets
more!
3! Don't tell me he gets 3! He nearly did get 3!
But that was a push that they were able to get out of that. And slowly and steadily building up a lead. 2,700 gold in their favor. Ryzen already feeling it. And you can see Perxiva. This is the Rome Angela that is giving so much for Omega to work around with.
Hold up.
However, TLPH gets a kill onto Call, which is so important. Now they're getting the turtle for themselves.
Just like that, as Wolf was describing what happened in that sequence, Perxiva has Heart Guard again.
That's right. It's so fast.
And Omega scores the last turtle. That is the pivot turtle, turtle #3.
That's right.
They're in control.
They're definitely in control right now. They're going to be pushing into the middle.
What? Look, he did that without fleeting time.
Okay.
It was just the little baby cooldown items.
Yep.
And of course, magic boots.
That's just
Oh.
how the Angela works now. It's going to be focusing on healing for sure. Omega not being able to push the middle is really good for TLPH right now because now they can stabilize at least. Allow Teddy to get to the point where he can now be a threat. And that is exactly where the Trinity should be coming from the Claude. War Axe for Carl TZ. That's his choice.
Yeah. And so far, Liquid might be a lot more pickier with the fights they decide to go for, considering how Omega has been able to win out majority of the team fights that have been taking place. It's always them not having a direct response to Ryzen. He's just been unstoppable with the in and out.
Oh.
On top of the fact that Luis eventually gets to land these Detona's welcome onto key targets, even before Liquid eventually finish off what they wanted to start. So now they're just holding on to this mid-tier 1, but you could still feel Omega and the amount of threat that they already have.
Ryzen feels like the juggernaut between shields, spell vamp, and the iframes. He can just go wherever he wants when Heart Guard is on him.
And this is also a launchpad for Omega to get to the opposing jungle. And TLPH, to be fair, have been protecting their jungle so well. JP has now put in his position where he is just for the defense. of TLPH. I think it was Lewis popping the ult, but had to cancel it, and it will be available soon.
Yep.
You can see the cooldown really quickly.
Yeah, he's using the protracted Detna's Welcome cooldown when you cancel it.
Yes.
So there it is. Bob's your uncle. It's off of cooldown right in time as the Lord spawns.
Okay, so they set up the long lane real quick up top as well. Eventually, it will be cleared out by Teddy, but it means that it will be even up at the top, which means that Omega has the advantage right now.
Yeah, and I wonder how Liquid are planning to approach this, because earlier on it was an attempt, surprise, Wrath of Dryad from a flicker play by Sanford, but does that work this time around? The Lord's already very low! Ryzen eventually secures it for the team, there you go, there's the Wrath of Dryad, but does Carl TZ find the targets that he wants? Mingwin going in, uses the Wrath of Dryad on his own, but Carl TZ, he still fights more! Now they're on the chase! Ryzen looking to be next! They switch targets instead and go for Lewis!
The birthday goat is bloodthirsty. Now Ryzen, no hard guard, gets hit by Sanjay! Iframes and all! Run, Dean, run! Carl TZ takes him down! Triple for Carl!
Absolute precision coming out from the GOAT Carl TZ. There is no move wasted, no pixel that he wastes with his skills, and the ultimate was so good. And you can see that he sliced and diced Omega just so well, prioritizing the right heroes, taking out Mingwin, taking out Lewis, then eventually taking out Ryzen, waiting for the proper moment. He let the Hirara pop all of those iframes before he went there. Of course, the bonus was Sanji landing the Shatter, but you can see Carl TZ giving up the Lord, going back, waiting for his next few spells so that he will get the champ stance back again. Goes back to Mingwin, takes him down, and then waiting for his right moment, did not commit to Ryzen, went for Lewis instead.
Yeah.
Precision and target acquisition coming out from Carl TZ.
The most frustrating thing about it as Ryzen is Liquid are so good at synchronized disbursement.
Yeah.
There was very little spell vamp he got out of his kit. I think that's what would have turned it around for Omega, but Liquid was like, don't give him a chance.
Yeah.
Stay away.
I think at that moment, they were all trying to collapse onto finishing off Sanford on the Bellary because he was already very low. Fortunately, he had the flicker, and it was also Omega who kind of scattered themselves a bit, which didn't favor them as much. It allowed for Carl to just be very particular with the targets that he wanted to go for. So it was just everything falling into place during that particular team fight.
Filipino motorists are familiar with this. If you'd read the back of the car in front of you, distancia, amigo. That's what Liquid was going with. It's like, just stay the distance. We can do this. We have better damage on the clapback. And now they're up 2,000. Carl TZ hits level 15 before Ryzen does. That's ridiculous. For a majority of the 12-minute game, it was Omega who was invading, but Carl kept up on his farm.
I agree. It didn't seem like Liquid were in the driver's seat for majority of this game.
But they were, apparently.
But they were.
We just needed to know.
Yeah. It's just the proper targeting. They want to punish Carl TZ this time. He's very tanky now.
Yeah. Anjarara again. It's something they could just use time and time again, I feel. With the heart guards, cooldowns for Perxiva. And I guess that was something they wanted to take right before this objective, but Liquid are going to be here first.
Okay, what really is deadly for Carl TZ is picking up this Queen's Wings, which he has right now, which means that if he gets jumped on by the Hirara and the Angela, he can just go back, heal up, with JP, and of course his own lifesteal.
That hurt.
Okay, defensive Detna's welcome there.
Yeah, Call already down to half HP with just a single star shutter. Let's see how they start things off. They need to land some pokes. Lewis doesn't have full stacks on the big guy just yet.
He's just a guy.
Okay, they reveal for Mingwin! He wasn't part of the Astral Echo, but look at how low he is right now. Sanji, if only he landed that Star Shooter too, that would have been a pick-off. Liquid now in control of the Turtle Pit for now, or the Lord Pit. At least for now.
I think Omega has to concede it. They are in no position to contest. Could not steal. Carl TZ secures. Ryzen thought about it, but Mingwin at this point just topped up and has no ult stolen.
Yeah, the fact that they made Mingwin recall already was a huge win for Liquid in that scenario. I can't believe how specific they were. That was Carl trying to burst him down and Sanji making sure that he would follow up.
There is always the follow-up whenever they jump, and Carl TZ is not afraid. He has the War Axe with the Queen's Wings as well as the Rose Gold Meteor, so that he is able to dive into the box of Omega gonna be unscathed. And you can see that Omega feels like they cannot contest Carltese. When Carltese showed up against Mingwin, all they had to do was back down. They couldn't punish Carltese because of the Queen Swings, the Rose Gold Meteor, and then the healing of JP. And the fact that it is the GOAT, very hard to catch.
Yeah. This is a question though. Liquid and them eventually tightening
Ryzen.
how they close out the game. Ryzen, he wants to go for Sanji. That's going to be Flicker forced out. He's already out of the map. But we saw this yesterday. It can happen again. Sanji goes down. It's Berximo who picks up the kill.
That's a pickoff scored by Omega at the cost of their inhibitor up top. But this does give them some room to breathe.
But they don't care. They have to respond. They have to revive.
That's
they
it.
They can fight again.
They timed it out. Omega have to do it again. They have to find a way to get a free pickoff and try to close the gap between them and Liquid. Up 3,500 gold. Lord spawns in the lower quarter in a minute and a half.
Yeah, they're gonna be fine with it. Fortunately for Omega, they didn't lose more than their top lane turret. But unfortunately for them, it's the long lane. But they're gonna have to handle that soon. If anything, though, what I can say about Omega is they're not a team that is like a deer in the headlights when these situations come against them. Whenever they are in a very bad spot, they still try to do something.
Yep.
For the good and for the bad, at least they're attempting something. And that's Ryzen with the flank. Sometimes they go for a split push. In this specific game, I don't think that Omega will not come out swinging.
They're not going to take this line down. Unfortunately, they're armed to do just that. They can make like Omega Season 9. Chaknu on an Angela. Stay down here up top, hunker down, make like a turret, and then the rest of them can rotate. Like, he can still be part of the fight.
Yeah, and Liquid should learn from that by now. They should be fully aware.
Horizon was playing what? An Akai, a Baxia, a Balman at the time. Yeah. Now he's on a Hirara.
Hirara.
And he was wearing the same jersey. Different city, though. That was in, what, Pasay?
Was
now we're in Quezon City. Lord will spawn in the lower quarter in about 10 seconds. I think this is a contest or lose.
Okay.
Probably the last Lord of this game.
There has to be a play.
And the reason why I agree with that is that Omega is just like that. They will go for the gamble play, I would say. The risky play.
They're looking to do that right now.
It's better than no play.
Exactly.
See where Ryzen is coming from.
That is what I really love about them.
Who knows? It's another... maybe them bringing back the entire late game Omega 2.
You know what? Smart Omega is like a Jason Statham movie. No matter what happens, the plot moves forward. There's never a dull moment with the barangay. Lord here at about half health. Look, they're holding the Y brush.
Okay, Mingwin's hiding really well this time, though. Doesn't get revealed again
But he has
by
no
Astral Echo.
But he has no ult.
But he doesn't have an ultimate, that's right. Who does he actually try to go for this time? Sanfor's already within reach, but he's not getting the Wrath of Dryad.
Or Sanji, is he looking for an echo?
Okay.
Probably is looking for an echo.
Okay, Sanji shows up. He still doesn't get within enough range to steal it away.
Oh,
broken walls.
What is he waiting for?
That's 2 ways you can dance.
Oh, they're bursting it down! Liquid secure the Lord without even having to commit much.
Birthday Retry.
Oh my god.
On Carltese. It's a free Lord for Liquid.
Hot hands once again. Fortunately for Omega, they did not lose anyone out of there.
Yeah.
And with all due fairness, it looked like something that they could have won. They're not even being punished because of their long lane play, because they set it up properly. Unfortunately, Carltese, the birthday boy, the GOAT, hot hands on the retribution. Okay. Another flank play coming right up from Ryzen.
Ooh.
Another Hail Mary, I feel like.
Oh. Does Liquid prepare, or how do they prepare for what's to come?
That echo revealed everyone except for Ryzen. Ryzen cutting the lane. Lord inside the base. Bottom lane in jeopardy as well. Lord still standing.
Okay, they should know. Where is Ryzen?
Oh, JP will spot him out!
Oh, JP checks him! That's a counter Astral Echo from Mingwin though! But Ryzen from behind! And the Blazing Duo! It's gonna be the jabs coming in from Card! It's a double for the GOAT! Happy birthday, Carltese, as they find their way through the base! It's Liquid looking in for a sweep! And that they shall secure, but Omega are holding on! But still, despite everything that they've done, they finally made it into the base! It's a double for Sanji! Teddy might just take out Mingwin before this ends! And it's a
blow out those candles and bring out the plates. Liquid's having a party as they celebrate their first win in more than a month. They sweep Smart Omega.
Omega have fought so bravely and valiantly against Team Liquid in game number 2. There was a time when they were in control, but Team Liquid with the Stampede, they regain their composure. They defeat their former teammates